Hello loves. Okay, remember my mummy? These are her nails. I've removed most of her previous set. As you can see, she's had one injury. She shut it in a door. The only thing holding her natural nail on was the acrylic. But these are all hers. The discoloration you can see is just still some of Tammy Taylor's really light nude on there. But now look at her nails. They're all so grown. I had to actually take a lot of length off because they were too long. She couldn't cope. Let me know what you think of the camera angle. I've got a new camera arm, so let me know if that's a good view for you guys. It's certainly easier for me. So I've just got a new nail brush. I'm spraying it with isopropyl alcohol and cleaning off the dust where I've pushed back the cuticles, removed any non-living tissue and buffed the nail surface. Now with this stumpy one here, it's broken down so far that I can't get a form under it because on one side there's no free edge at all. So what I'm actually going to do after I've dehydrated and primed is I'm going to sculpt, free sculpt, as I don't know if that's what it's called. I'm going to free sculpt a small free edge that matches up with the other side, and then we can add the form to that, which makes life a lot easier. So I'm using oh my god, my throat. I'm using Glitterbels glass slippers. And all I'm really doing is taking a very dry bead. It was so dry when I first pressed it down, it didn't even stick, so I had to really press it and release a bit more liquid from the back of the brush. And I'm just blending that down, feathering it back up obviously because I don't want any hard lines or anything. And then I'm literally just going to make sure it blends in with the other side of the nail. She really did hurt it, bless her. The acrylic held out, but it did lift. It instantly kind of popped at the cuticle. And she nursed it for a couple of days and I was like, come on, my new glitter's arrived, come to me. So I'm just pushing that round. It's nice and stiff to work with. I had the monomer in the fridge, so that was good. So there was no funny business going on with the monomer today. And it was a little bit cooler, it was 5 degrees cooler. So I know I've still got my England nails on. It's a sad occasion, but I did take them off last night, so yeah. Okay, so now I've got that little free edge, I'm going to sculpt out this nail to match the others. I don't use tips on my mum, I never have. She's got funny nails, funny shaped fingers, it's just a lot easier to sculpt. So I'm going in with not a desperately dry, kind of a medium bead. It's where it will set down nice and fast, but it's not so dry that you can't do anything with it. And also, you know, if it is a little dry, when you're pushing that brush against it, you're releasing a little bit more liquid anyway, unless you severely bleed the brush and the bead, and then it will be really dry. But this was perfectly fine to work with. In fact, I ended up squashing it down a bit more because it was a bit too thick at the free edge. Sorry if you can hear me rumbling around and doing stuff, but I'm getting ready to go. I've literally got half an hour to be out the door, and this is a 26-minute video. So, and I'm not dressed. Not that you need that detail, but I'm still in my gym jams, trying to get some element of makeup on my strange looking face. I'm sure I'll be glad I've done it when I get there. So I'm just patting that, pulling it, literally just working it into place, keeping my brush clean. Nice and simple, and then I'll wait for that to set up. I didn't give it a massive pinch, I pinched it with my fingers, and then obviously I put my bead down at the cuticle, thin bead. She hasn't had a new set for like a completely new set for a while, so this was good because we had that neon colour on before. So there we are, I'm just shaping and filing that down because it was a little bit thicker than I wanted. I got these files, I'll link these files, these are good, I got them, they're brand new. I think it was like £4 or something for a pack of 10, I think. They were quite good. I'll link my camera arm as well. I've had to adapt it slightly, but you know, it was only £8.99, and with the adaptation that I already had, it works perfectly well. I think it's a good angle for everyone, and I don't have a camera in front of me or to the side of me, it's above me, so it's great. I'm just laying a thin clear base down as usual, you know the score. just to give me something to file down to next time. Can you remember that fingernail? Now that finger is a funny shape. The nail bed is almost, it goes up, it's high, and then the nail hooks down. But there was nothing on that finger when I first started doing Mum's nails. It was just a stump. We called it Stumpy. You know, it was bad. And they're really strong, her nails. Look at them, they look great. Any discoloration you see is not nail damage, it is literally all the coloured sets. So I've got CJP Baby Blue, which is beautiful. I've got Glam and Glits. Oh, and this Persian Prince, the new man in my life. Oh my God. You can tell I had a glitter delivery yesterday, can't you? I'm like, ha! I've got CJP Amore, first time using this, absolutely love it. Hang on a sec, why is my battery? Oh yeah, Glam and Glitz Cabbanah, and also Shirley, I think, which is a dark blue. Now Shirley is a bit watery and it has dark spots in it, but if you're just working with it wishy-washy, it's not a problem. So here I'm going in with the CJP colour, and I'm just going to place that at the tip with a reverse brush method and then feather it back up because we're going to do a little ombre. I also got CJP Watermelon and it's so pretty, and I was watching Kerry Reese's video and she put a bead on the nail and I turned to my husband and I went, "That's CJP Watermelon, I just know these things," and he was like, "Yeah, right," and then she went, "And I'm using CJP Watermelon." I was like, yes, that's nail geek. I'm just a geek. Just removing that little bit at the end. We don't want to make it too bulky because I will cap it. Sorry if you can hear the slapping noise of a beauty blender on my face, it's ever so attractive. But I did want to get this out because obviously I'm going to do my nails probably today or tomorrow. I'm also, now I'm on a platform called live.me, and I'm going to be doing live streams with nails and also my music live streams. So I will try and find the link and put it in the description box below. It's an app so that you get on your phone. You can use it on a laptop, but it's slightly different. And my name is Sarah B Creations, so I will get you the link to that. It's so fun. It's such a fun platform. They don't allow trolling and nastiness. Not that I've experienced this on my nail stuff here and my music, but I have had friends who have gone through a lot on certain platforms, and this is a bit safer. So if you're a little bit nervous and you want to do nail live streams, it might be good to have a go on there. So I'm just going in with a little bit of Persian Prince. This is stunning. I got a few from Lucy yesterday and I was like, oh, I don't know which one to use first. It was that. It was like, oh. I've just patted that in and then I'll leave it to set. I won't cap it yet. Now on this nail, I'm kind of doing a swooshy thing. And I'm just taking the 3 blues and I'm just working them around each other, very thin, like a wishy-washy creation. I don't know what it is. It's a thing. I'm doing a thing. You know what I mean. Where you want the different intensities of colour, you want the different levels to the nail. Dimensions. That's the word I was looking for, dimensions. And I keep it very wet, almost like a marble, but not. I do a marble on the thumb instead. And for those that have recommended getting Amore, CJP Amore, yes, it's beautiful. It is really nice. I want to get coconut milk as well. It's really nice. I love the CJP colours, I just can't use the monomer. That's the only thing for me personally, is I'm quite sensitive and certain monomers literally give me an intense headache. I don't know why. I have no idea. There's only a couple that I just can't use. And I was gutted because I love CJP powders. So I'm still going to use them with my Glitterbels, and they work beautifully. So I'm just going in with the 3 colours. So I put a bit of Cabbanah, a bit of Baby Blue, a bit of Shirley, mix them all around, swoosh them together, and then I'm going in with this gorgeous material sent to me by the one and only Dawn Edwards, who does the most beautiful nails, and she saw that and thought of me and sent it, and I'm just in love. I had to figure out how to use it. It's like that fairy wings material, and I was like, it's not sticking. And then I've just realised you've just got to literally just pop it on top of wet acrylic and slightly hold it in place. It'll do its thing, it'll be fine. So if you've got it and you think, oh God, you know, this isn't doing what I want it to do, just give it a sec, it'll be alright. And once you cap it, it's fine anyway. She sent me like a few colours and I was just, oh my God, I was like, ah, when it came through. I was like a child, little child. I'm easily pleased. I don't know why my husband doesn't get me glitter for wedding and anniversary presents. It's fine, like birthday present, glitter. So what I'm doing, so there's no harsh line, although the material's very gentle, so you could literally just have that down if you wanted. I'm actually going in with some of the Persian prints and sort of gently feathering that around the edges, slightly through the middle. I just wanted it to be exciting to look at, you know? Lots of textures and colours and yumminess. My mum has never let me do this on her nails, can I just add, because my mum can't see what I've done. She's almost completely blind. She can sort of see colours-ish, but to her they look wishy-washy. She has no three-dimensional vision. Her pupils are fixed, they do not dilate, so if it's extremely bright she wouldn't be able to see them at all, because it would just look like a bright glare of white. So she puts her trust in me and just says, it's taken ages, it used to be just one colour, the same colour every time, just one colour. And then I introduced a bit of glitter, and sometimes she might see a sparkle off of that glitter and she'd be like, oh! And she's got this huge magnifying glass that she holds up to it. And then yesterday I said, Mum, please just let me do something really beautiful. I promise you everyone will love your nails, because she'll go out with my dad and she'll show everyone. There's shops that they go to, like they go to Debenhams and they show the lady in Debenhams every time she gets a new set of nails. It's so cute. So she can't really, it's so sad because she can't really make out what they are, but she knows they're pretty. Obviously, because I did them. No, but you know what I mean. So obviously I've put some of the glitter on top of that and I'm going to leave that, and now I'm going on to the next nail. I'm doing a full nail of just solid Persian prints. You could put a colour underneath it, it would give it more of a sort of solid background. I didn't, because I didn't think to do it. But to be honest, I'm happy with the way it turned out anyway, so I'm not bothered. It's a beautiful, beautiful glitter with lots of different cuts, metallics, and I don't know if there's any holographics in it. They're very, very shiny and metallic-y and beautiful. It's some of the shards, some of the little pieces of pinks that come through, some finer pieces. It's very cleverly mixed. Lucy has an incredible brain, and I would like to be in it because she is genius. And you need to go and have a look. Have you seen her new folders? Oh my lord. Oh, I asked my mum, I said, look, as a customer with visual impairment, how would you feel, how do you find it easier if you look at a glitter? Would you rather look at the pot and touch the pot and fondle it, or would you rather look in a folder? And she said 100% a folder, because she can have it laid out in front of her. There's no risk of her spilling it by accident if she does. And so she's a huge thumbs up from my disabled customer who doesn't pay for her nails because she's just far too special. So on this one I'm doing Cabbanah from Glam and Glits. Now Cabbanah is an intense colour, it's pearlescent, and it doesn't fade as much when you feather it, if that makes any sense. So I felt that I didn't like this blend at all when I did the... And also I put glitter on the tip and I didn't understand why, because I hadn't done the Amore yet. I was chatting, we were non-stop, yak, 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 and I just wasn't concentrating, that's the truth of it. So don't do what I did there, because there's no need. You put the glitter on after you've done the ombre, not before. So I go in with Amore, and I'm going to blend that down. And the Cabbanah did really shine through, because it's an intense colour. Even though it's a light colour, it's very strong. So I would go in with less next time. Lesson learnt there. I would go in certainly with less of the Cabbanah and a much softer blend. That's part of learning to work differently with different products. When you're mixing brands in one set, you kind of have to flip backwards and forwards as to how you use them, which just comes with practice, I guess. No biggie, still sharing. And I agree completely with what Lucy said, actually, in her stream the other day, that you absolutely have to be able to constructively criticise your own work and others, not be mean, not drag people down. You should be able to look at your work and go, next time I'll do that differently. Thank God for glitter, because it covers a multitude of sins. But I learned many lessons, and I constantly am learning. Every time I do a set of nails, I do something and think, why did I do that? Here I'm doing a little marble. I'm not very good at marbling. If you want to see someone who's very good at marbling, you need to go over to Charlotte's Nails, because she is the marble queen. But I am trying, and that is all that counts in my books. So pat me on the head and give me a gold star. Because I'm trying, god damn it. It's alright, it came out alright. I mean, you know, I just gave it a go, didn't I? Gave it a go. Oh, where have I put my Douvre? What's it? Not that you would know, because you're on a computer and I'm in my bedroom. It's here somewhere. I know it is. So all I'm doing, as you can see, is doing a small wet bead of Amore and then adding a little bit of colour. I don't want to overwhelm the Amore by adding too much colour, because that will just make it messy. But I feel like maybe I didn't add enough of the colour. I'm not sure. It was okay. It was pretty when it was finished, but it didn't look like Charlotte's. So I was a bit gutted. And then I just wanted to put some glitter through, just to follow that theme through the nail. Through the set, not the nail. This glitter goes a long way as well. Now I'm on the opposite hand. I actually managed to get a majority of 2 hands into this, and it's in real time, apart from like a bit of filing here and there that's sped up. So this one I marbled again, and I did it slightly differently. But I'm just going in with wet beads. I'm doing it thin, I'm keeping it thin, keeping it small, because I can add to it. If you go in too bulky, it does kind of freak you out, because you've got to cap it as well. So you don't really want to work thick, unless you plan to chance it and file into it and see what comes out, which would be kind of cool to experiment with. So I just think when the colours are blended in a marble, they just don't look as intense as they do individually, which is understandable. But it was nice. It was just a nice... They're going to the seaside on holiday. That's why I wanted to go for these colours. And I just thought that looks like, you know, when the sea kind of rolls up on the beach and you've got like little swooshy wavy bits, or if you were to look at a painting of the sea, or it was just a little bit different. And I'm literally just going to pop some glitter on. I'm going to wet the nail down again with a tiny bead of clear acrylic and just add some of that glitter and just play with it and have fun. It's 100% easier to film with my camera in this position. I still am filming at a 6-year-old's drawing desk, so it's painful. I can barely get up afterwards. But not long now. Like I said, last week the electrics and everything went in. The light needs to be fitted, and now the cladding is going on. The little Cabbanah salon, so it's so close now. I missed out the index finger. That was just Cabbanah. No, it wasn't. It was baby blue. I was out of shot for that, so I skipped straight to the next nail, which is the full glitter nail again with Persian prints from the Glitter Fairy. Everything will be named and linked below. The brush I'm using, because I did have somebody ask in one of my videos, and I thought, oh god, I forgot to mention it, is my size 10 round from the Glitter Fairy. I'm used to working with quite a nice small brush, and I'm used to working with round brushes. There are other brushes I want to try. I want to try the Glitter Planet ones, but I think they're more flatter, and I'm just worried I won't be able to work with them because I'm so used to little pointy round brushes, quite dainty brushes. So I don't know. That's just me freaking out. Now on this nail, I'm going to do the swooshy nail with the fairy wing material and glitter again. I really liked the way this hand went actually. It's almost like filming the second hand, it felt a bit more like I'd got in my flow because I had no plan. She just turned up and was like, do my nails. So I didn't really, I just grabbed some colours and went, okay, well, I'm going with this. So. I really like those colours together, they just look really beautiful to me. Again, I was kind of fiddling with the paper, with the fairy wing stuff, trying to get it to stick, but it's not a problem, it does stick. It's just fiddly at first. Put a dry bead underneath it and pressed it down into that, and that seemed to help. And then started feathering the glitter, just so, because I didn't want any harsh edges, but I'm going to experiment more, do some more designs with it. Obviously I've got to do my nails. I want to go super long with my nails, but I seem to be very clumsy and I hurt myself. When I do my full length, the stilettos that I do, I always end up cutting them down because I'm clumsy, but I see people that manage perfectly well with beautiful long nails. Whether it's because I'm rushing about after 4 children and maybe, you know, not guarding my nails as much, so I end up hurting myself. But if you've got any tips for managing when you want to go that step up and go a lot longer, let me know. It's not a case of, oh my god, how do you want your thumb? I mean, that's ridiculous. Don't get me started on that. I had a to-do with somebody on Facebook who was basically being rude about somebody's work that was actually art. It was stunning. And they were like, oh my god, people like that mustn't work for a living. People with nails like that obviously don't even wipe their own backsides. They must be disgusting and full of germs. And I just replied to her, since when has anybody wiped their backside with their nails? I'd love to know. And thanks for your immature input, because it's just so childish. I don't normally respond, but I was obviously feeling slightly triggered that day. I probably hadn't had enough ice cream. So I'm going back to this index finger with Amore, which is stunning. It does literally blend with anything, and I love it. I didn't know, I was getting used to how much to use, so that's why everything's a little bit off, because I've not worked with it before, but that's fine. And then I'm going in with some Persian prints and just bringing that around nice and gently. It's just so beautiful. It's beautiful as a tiny little dash of glitter, and it's absolutely stunning as well as a big glitter nail. Now I've used a small bead this time of Cabbanah. Cabbanah, ooh na na. I know that's not the song word, it just makes me think of it. Yeah, so I've blended that back up. Hello to those of you who have also gone over to my music channel as well. Thank you for the love and support. I will put the link in the description box below. I don't expect you all to go over there because you might not want to listen to me. But it's there if you fancy it. That was a beautiful little blend. I really liked that. So I obviously got my ratios a little bit better and just was getting the feel of it by the end of the set. And just added a tiny little dash of Persian prints because the new man in my life, he is just, oh god. Such a beautiful glitter. They're all beautiful. I can't, there's not any I don't like, really. I want them all. Okay. So I'm going in with CJP tack-free top gloss. Woohoo! I got a new top coat. First time using CJP. Isn't the brush large? It's large, isn't it? I felt clumsy using it, but my goodness, it goes on. It's very thin, but so shiny. I was using Blue Sky No White top coat before, which is incredibly thick. This is very thin. Just looks like instant glass. Very happy with it. Wonderful purchase. Happy, happy, happy. I knew I would be anyway, because I've spent months and months looking into what other people use. So it's not, I know it's only a £10 whatever investment, but to me, you know, you're spending it, so therefore you're going to look into it properly, aren't you? As to what your money's going on. And that's the finished set. Aren't they beautiful? Mum loved them. I love them. I hope you love them too, and I will see you in my next video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. What do you say, Oliver? Say bye.
Bye.
Good boy.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Good lad.